Hello guys, it's RagingRaptor here, and today I want to make a review of the StuG IV, the first of the 4 personal mission or individual mission reward tanks. We will do it the same like always. First I will make a little garage talk about the stats in the garage, how good they are, if there are any use. Then we'll see the first gameplay with the results and the second gameplay with the results, and then I will make a conclusion of how is the tank. So yeah, basically in the garage it's a StuG IV with the not Top Gun, with the semi-Top Gun, with a little bit more HP, and Schürzen which really work. And yes, basically that's it. When we now look, it has 360 hit points. On tier 5, this is nothing. This is really nothing. This is 3 shots from a heavy and you're dead, or even 2, it doesn't matter. That's why I have to say, with this tank you need to stay back and snipe. You need to be in cover, in camouflage, otherwise you will be dead quite fast. It has 26 tons and 300 horsepower, which is relatively good. When you also will see it in the game sequences that the speed, the acceleration, and so we converse it, the HP to ton ratio is quite good. I didn't thought that they are this good when I saw the stats in the first place. The ultra burst is 44 degrees per second, is quite fast when you, for example, compared with the Panther 88, which is even worse with 38 degrees per second. To the armor, it's a standard StuG armor, 80mm in the front, 30 in the millimeters in the side, and 20 in the back. But don't forget this thing. This Schürzen can save you a lot of time when it comes to HE shells of enemies, as well as when, for example, somebody shoots like this, he can penetrate. On the StuG III, on the StuG IV, he won't, because the Schürzen, they help this StuG to get better in armor capacity on the side. But otherwise, armor isn't that good. Here is quite good, but else this is bad and this is bad. And when you get shot here, where the clan logo is, your driver will mostly be dead. To the standard shell damage, its mid damage is 110 as well as the penetration, which is also 110. And this leads me to the gun, which is this one, the 7.5cm StuG IV L48, which is basically this the second best gun for the StuG III, as far as I know, when we don't count the howitzer. Yes, basically it has a high rate of fire, 16.22 shots per minute, and I have an actual reload time with this crew and this setup of 3.05 seconds, which is fairly fast. The penetration of the AP with 110 is enough for tier 6 and tier 5. But when you have to struggle, for example, against K1s, you have the penetration of 158 on your APCR. About the APCR, they're quite expensive with 2,800, so yeah, watch out with this one, because it's a reward tank and not a premium tank. It doesn't make more money. But yeah, the penetration is sufficient for what it needs to be. The damage could be better, of course. Sometimes you really do low damage rolls, and this is kind of annoying. But yeah, I said for tier 5 and tier 6 it is sufficient, it is good, and this is another plus point of this tank. Special matchmaking. This tanks never ever, except for a platoon, will see tier 7 tanks and plus. This is a big plus. Yes, plus twice. Well, yes, I really have to say this is really amazing. It helps this tank so much, because I had in the first place quite some problems getting used to this tank again after playing so many high tier battles. But now I have to say also that with the special matchmaking, this tank gets much more comfortable to play. Yes, back to the gun. 0.35 accuracy is really good for a tier 5 tank. It's the same like my Object 140 has, when you compare to other tier 5 tanks, like in KV series, I have, for example, KV 220, the 0.46. This is amazingly bad. Or the Churchill, it has 0.43. The gun accuracy is really, really good. I really appreciate that. But when you, for example, now compare it to the StuG IV, which has a little bit less penetration with AP than you with gold. Yes, this is right like this. Has even better accuracy. So yeah, basically I think the StuG IV like this is a tank, which is a worse StuG III. It trades gun and a little bit of mobility for special matchmaking. Is the trade worth the grind? Yes. Is it a fun tank to play? Yes. Is it special? Of course it is. It's a reward tank. Not everybody has it at this point where I have it already. I got many questions now already. Oh yeah, that tank, oh strong. But yeah, the aim time of 1.6 seconds is fairly high. I really appreciate that. And the gun traverse is also quite good. The fuel range is horribly with 310 meters, but I have binoculars in it, so I go up to 408. Which I also can say thank you to my crew. But yeah, this was about the stats on paper. Now let's see what I achieved in 10 games. Go like this, and here we are. 10 games, 60% win rate, 6 out of 4 games I won, 72% hit ratio, which is fairly good. A damage ratio of 3.5. Yes, destruction ratio 3.1. Armor use, not that good because it doesn't really have good armor. Damage cost is rough to 900. The first games I really fucked up. My maximum damage per battle was once 1,800 and 6 kills was the maximum of kills. I already have the ace tanker, but yeah. I managed to get 1 top gun, 1 defender, 2 high caliber and a Pascucci medal. And a cool headed, which we will get into a replay. And I think you also have to say it was kind of funny. So yeah, I'll say this was it for the garage talk. For any question, yes, when you have any questions about my models, my equipment, then write it already here in the comments. And yes, we will see you in roughly 2 seconds to the first gameplay scene. So stay here. And here we are in the first gameplay scene on Karelia. And why did I choose this? To show you somehow the camouflage and as well what I do against more armored vehicles. And no, it was not shooting gold. And first of all, this wasn't the best battle, but I think it was sufficient enough to show you at least 1 or 2 good scenes. And it was a win. First of all, I destroyed annoying objects where my shots would stay and lose penetration. But yeah, again I need to point out that I try to show you the full potential of a tank. That's why I choose these replays. Of course, there are sometimes, it's not often that I manage to really get the full potential of a tank. So yeah, but yeah, we stay in this position to think that there will be enemies coming our way. And yes, there was one. And stop it. The T-34-85 will get a critical hit because he shot the Schürzen. This angle was of course no problem. He wouldn't penetrate it anyway because the shot would go something like this out. That would be nothing else. Little bit problem. The Hellcats tried to block me, but yeah, never mind. We'll retreat. We wait till we are unspotted again. Oh, and go back into position. Because the T-34-85 will go again to try to shoot us. Keep in mind for the next shot he will do at us that I only have 30mm of armor. And yes, here we have him again. We again wait because I know the name is StuG, which means Sturmgeschütz, but with this armor you can't Sturm or assault. Here on 320 meters I don't have a problem to penetrate him, and he don't even spots me with, and he has 363 range. At the moment the battle doesn't look that good, but it isn't a big problem. We're still focusing on the T-34-85 because we can't assault something. But now we see, oh, there is a T-14 coming, better move around. I thought first there are Ram 2 will be somewhere like here so I can shoot him, but I was wrong. But never mind, here comes this T-14. Where do we shoot him? Into his sidearm, not the turret arm. This was a mistake, so I instantly changed back to the whole armor, which is much easier to penetrate. I have the accuracy, so I should use it. In a short amount of time I made 400 damage. About the DPM of this tank. Now we keep on going, trying to help our team. And yes, at the moment we don't see much, but I can show you that the model looks really great, and also I have to say that they managed to get the independent suspensions really good. As you can see. Now we'll go back into my view. Here we tried a hasty snapshot on the Firefly, but it missed, and there was like, okay, I'll try to DPM this guy out. He penetrated that one up here, which wasn't the problem. But now let's see what we do. We provoke him to show him our side armor. Because a normal StuG, this shot would have penetrated. But with the Schürzen, it didn't. Because the Schürzen absorb like 10 millimeters, I think, I'm not sure, of penetration of the enemy. And Michel even loses more penetration because there's still some space. This is really good when you have to fight against HE shells and especially heat shells, because the heat shells will detonate on the Schürzen and won't have enough penetration to penetrate your real armor. So we tricked him, and it wasn't a big problem to DPM him out. This was the first battle. I hope you saw what I tried to do here. I got 2700 WN8, 1 kill and 1250 damage. Yes, so this was the first battle, so let's go to the second one, where I think I managed to get the 6 kills. So yeah, be right back. Welcome back, and here we are on an encounter battle on steps. As you can see, the win chances are 50-50, and yes, what do we need to do? We need to carry. I have to say, this was an ace tanker battle, and I didn't manage to carry it by my own. It was stupid, we lost. But yeah, as you can see here, we're going towards the cap to get probably some guys off guard when they're trying to cross. And yeah, I have to say again, I think in this game I showed the full potential of this tank in close combat, even when it was a lose or something like this. But I made an ace tanker here and high caliber and things like this. So yeah, let's see what we do first. First we will stop right before here to try to shoot the Panzer 1C. The biggest problem about the shells of this tank, they are quite slow. Keep that in mind. You need to pre-aim quite much. This is really important to know. Even the APCR shells are not that fast. But here we get a youuuu, which is basically get caught off guard by us. Even when the first shot was on bounce. But as you can see already, not even 2 minutes over and we already lost 4 tanks. Here I needed to wait till my binocular telescope get activated so I can see the youuuu, but then on 300 meters it wasn't a big problem to stay unspotted. But I quite needed to recalculate because he was still fast. But you can see I got quite much damage and I tried to blind shot him, which didn't work. Unfortunate. So here was in my mind okay, let's see what we need to do. First, we have a chance to shoot him. And we got even the chance to kill him. Now was my thought, okay, I should move slowly to the cap. And the first task to stay alive as long as possible was to kill the youuuu, because in my opinion it was the dangerous tank, because he can penetrate me frontally. The PC-1C can penetrate me on the back, but not frontally. On the side it will be hard for them as well, because the Schürzen will absorb their shots. And here we got him, caught off guard. So, what did we next? We drove towards the cap because they were quite fast capping. And what do we see here? 2 PC-1Cs. As you can probably see, they are not able to penetrate me. But it is quite funny how they all bounce. And here is another one. So we finish off this one. Get now 66 bounces. And finish this one off. Then we needed to turn it out because the T-67 is annoying us. Here I make... This was a dangerous trade. I fucked quite up. I really fucked up somehow. This is a big problem. You get 2 to 3 shots and you are so low in HP that you don't have the chance to trade anyhow. Or anyway, again. And I got lucky. He spotted me, but I burned him to death. But as you can see here, the gun mantle isn't strong either. Watch out with that. The only way to survive in this tank is to stay hidden. This is really important to notice, guys. This is really important. Yeah, the last sequences you will probably think, yeah, I will kill the Su-85, but I was really unlucky. As you will see, I turn around, he didn't spot me yet, but I will slow it down. I shoot him in the side, which was normally a hit without a problem. I was thinking, okay, let's hope he don't hit with his HE caliber. I shot again. He still moves and hits me directly. Of course, I couldn't carry the game by my own. This has to be said, but still, he got quite lucky with that shot. He really got lucky. So yeah, this was about this replay, but let's see what I managed to do. I managed to do an ace tanker, fire for effect, the arsonist for burning somebody, the bruiser, cool-headed because of the Panzer 1Cs, the defender, an high caliber, and the top gun. It was a really good battle, of course, for me, but still 1817 damage, 6 kills wasn't enough to carry my team. It was a pity, would have given me really good amount of crew experience, but yeah. I blocked 512 damage, I got 66 non-penetration hits, and I made 31,000 plus. And yes, this tank is also really cheap to play with. The ammunition isn't that expensive, but I think we will see ourselves in the garage to the final conclusion of how this tank is. So stay with me. So here we are for the conclusion again, back in my garage. So what do I think about this tank? Basically, it trades gun and mobility for special matchmaking. Is this good? Maybe. Is this bad? No. It's a special tank on its own. You can compare it with the StuG IV, but I don't think that you need it. It's a tank on its own, and yeah, was it worth the grind? I think yes. I had sometimes some problems, especially like the 15th light tank mission to get the right map for that, or sometimes like surprising blow where I needed to ram missions, or the burning missions. They were also some kind of stupid. But I managed to get every every 15th mission with the secondary condition, so I didn't need to play the artillery. I'm not really sad about that because I'm not really an artillery fan, and I will also try the same with these missions. As you can see, I'm already quite going for them. Especially at the moment, I am on TD mission quite far. But yeah, I have to say I'm happy that I got the tank. It is good for, of course, low tier lovers where you have more informations or are more smarter than me, because I quite forgot many things about low tiers and he really needed to play much, or at least 4 games till I'm again into it. But yeah, it is not that hard to get. It is a quite nice tank. It is funny. It's a reward tank which helps you to train your crew. You get it for free. And I have to say, I look at this tank as a step towards my Object 260. I got now 1 step free to go. I'm also looking forward to the T28 heavy tank concept because it's the first premium American TD. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I had fun making it, and if you liked, subscribe for more reviews as well as the latest World of Tanks news. Also, if you want to see more of me like playing live, I have a Twitch channel. Just click into RagingRaptor /World of Tanks or more what? RagingRaptor /what? That's my channel name there. You will also see it in my videos when I'm live streaming. And yes, when you want to help me somewhere like financial, use my Rift link for G2A. I get a little something out of it. When you want to help me directly, you can help me via Patreon, PayPal, or just clicking the advertisement. Even when they are annoying, they help me really much. Especially at the moment, I need a new keyboard or even a new computer at all to make more videos and to make them easier for me, because my graphic cards aren't that good. But anyways, thanks for watching. Push a like button when you like the video, when you like the format. For any suggestions, write them in the comments. I am so happy when I get suggestions. I can work for them. And yes, thanks for watching, and as always, good luck on the battlefield, and see ya.